guys, welcome to Tuesday afternoon with Leah from Leah Noel Design Co. Today I am going to be working on this little box, which if you guys can see, I added some Redesign decor molds to, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to layer this up with some of our decor waxes. So if you guys are new to decor waxes, they're better than paint. They're really easy to use to get a really, really unique look. So I'm gonna go ahead and Facebook, I'm gonna bend you down really quick so that you guys can actually see the box. And okay, so this is all done. This is done with Baroque Swirls, and I forgot the name of this one. But I just kind of designed it around a wood box. This is just a wood box from Michaels, as you can see here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with hi everyone. I'm gonna start with a lighter pink color, and we're gonna make this pink and gold. I really like to start with a dark color like black and just kind of build it up for this look. I also am gonna do these today. These are just we created these together, oh gosh, I think at the beginning of November. And these are just some bulbs that I used the same molds on. These are bulbs from the dollar store. They kind of look like this. This is the same bulb I used. These I filled with flower petals, but they were clear like this. And what we did is we added the decor molds to them with the molding material, and then I just painted them. I painted them, and we're gonna add wax. So I just wanna talk all about the waxes today. So Redesign has, they sell them a little bit differently now. They come in tubes, but I have them from when they came in the tins, which is the same thing. So if your retailer has them in the tin or the tubes, they're similar. So this is from the Finnabar line. And then we're also gonna use some of the Redesign decor waxes, which also come in tins. And we're gonna use my favorite, which is Eternal. If your retailer has Eternal, which is gold, let me show you the gold. Buy it because they sell out so fast. We always get asked, do you guys have this? This is the Eternal Gold. It's the best decor wax that I have found. So I'm gonna start, I've been debating between using rose gold and using royal robes. So this is rose gold, okay? This is rose gold. And then this is royal robes. So what I think I'm gonna do, and then this one is Milky Way. So you can see they're all a little bit different. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the lighter base and just use the rose gold kind of to accent some spots. But I really wanna try this Royal Robes opposed to the Milky Way right now. So I'm gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use a stencil brush. Okay, this is a number 10 stencil brush from Art Basics, which is Redesign. And I'm just gonna kind of take this and I'm gonna swirl it around my box. And as you can see, this color is Royal Robes. As you can see, it's already like really fast. It's creating a look. It's almost purple on the black. This is what it looks like in the jar, okay? And this is what it looks like in the container. So, it's going on a little bit purple. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go over the entire thing, and we're gonna just start with this base coat. I wanna say if I put it on a lighter color, it turns a lighter color. Let's just test that theory real quick. So this is a lighter color. This is one of our ornaments that we have. You can get a mold on, and if I put it on here, on this lighter color, the same wax, it shows up differently. Can you see? It's like, it's not showing up purple, it's showing up pink. So they show up different on different colors. It's kind of cool. So I'm gonna leave some dark spots. And when I painted this box, I wanted to add a little bit of texture. So I stippled it, the whole box, I stippled with my paintbrush just to add a little texture, because I knew I was gonna add waxes to this, and I wanted those waxes to have something to grip onto. Not much. It's still pretty smooth, but I did do that just to kind of create just a little bit of something for that wax to grab onto. Now, if you look at the Redesign website, they do show you that these waxes, they do turn different colors on different pieces. Different colors on different, like over black and over a light color, over a dark color and a light color, they're gonna turn different colors. So this is Royal Robes, like I said, this is turning more purple on the black, but you can see, you can almost, it's just very faint on the lighter green or white color. So I'm doing my whole box. I wanna make sure I get my bottom too. And then for the most part, it's ready for the next step. So first we used Royal Robes, and I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set this one down, and I'm just gonna kind of rub this in. It's pretty much permanent from here. And I'm actually gonna get in some of my, I'm gonna go around some of these details just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of rose gold. So rose gold, hello, this is what rose gold looks like. Okay, this is rose gold. And the rose gold, I'm gonna just kind of see what I can do with it. I wanna create, I'm gonna use the same brush I've been using, just some variation. So I'm just gonna kind of go over it. Ooh, that's really pretty. I'm gonna go over half of it and then raise it to show you guys. So you could see this is the half that I used rose gold on, and this is the half I just used the Royal Robes on. So it's creating more dimension. So this is the half with rose gold, and this is the half with just the Royal Robes on it. So it's just creating a little bit more dimension with just a little tiny bit of this decor wax. I love playing with these decor waxes. And again, these are all just ideas for Christmas. In my family, my mom always makes me something. So do my aunts. They like to do the handmade stuff. So I'm just kind of letting my creativity flow and getting ready for the Christmas season, and just kind of creating some fun things to gift to whoever I feel like gifting it to. So you can see I'm just doing the same technique. I'm using just a little bit of wax. Let me show you how much is on my brush. There's not much. Okay, there's not much on my brush, and I have not switched my brushes. And I'm just kind of going over some of these spots. I didn't paint the inside yet. I wanted to paint the inside like pink, but I wasn't sure how this would turn out yet. I might paint the inside gold. So I just didn't paint the inside till I decorated the outside. So that's just 2 layers of wax, okay? So it's already starting to look really good. Now I could do a 3rd layer of the pink, but I think we actually have enough. So I'm gonna go in with Eternal. Eternal is my favorite, this is my favorite wax. So this comes in this little tub here. This is the best stuff for anything, furniture, crafting. I use this like when I paint or when I just clean up a wood piece and it has details, I'll use this on all the details. So usually I just use my finger, okay? And I just put a little bit on my finger, and then, can you guys see that? I'm just gonna gild over all the high spots. And you're gonna see that a little bit goes a really long way. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm loving it. So first we used Royal Robes, then we used rose gold, and now we're just putting Eternal over the details. Now I'm thinking I might actually go in with a darker wax, maybe over a little bit of this gold. So the gold can be very overpowering. So when you're layering the gold, just kind of keep that in mind. It does overpower. It goes on, it's a strong color. And if you're using the Eternal, it goes on pretty thick. So, but I do actually want quite a bit on there. So if you could see, I only used a little bit, okay? So I wanna actually tone this back out just a little bit. I'm gonna look at it this way. And I feel like I wanna just tone that gold out just a little bit. So I'm gonna try, I'm gonna actually just use my brush with the pink on it and go over it. Oh, that's just kind of blending it in. I think I want to use a darker color, so I'm gonna get Vega. I think it's Vega that I want. Vega has a blue tone, and then there's Galaxy, which I think has less of a blue tone. Yes. So this is Galaxy. Galaxy's pretty dark. Okay, so this is Galaxy, and I'm gonna go ahead. My Galaxy, it's been used. I'm gonna use the Galaxy just to create a little bit of shading on some of this, just to kind of darken some of it up. Just a little bit. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then there is a little hook that goes in front. And I'm gonna go ahead and use that hook in front and photograph this for you guys because it's really, I like this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this one down and we're gonna move on to the lighter, like some lighter colored ornaments. So I don't know if you guys have seen, we're gonna do the bulb ornaments, but I just wanna mention these because I don't know if you guys have seen them yet. These are the Redesign ornament molds, okay? So this one is Victorian Adornments, okay? And then this one is Silver Bells. So they come out like this, okay? This is actually all we're in the process of moving, so all of our Christmas stuff is in storage. So these are the only ornaments we're gonna have on our tree this year, the ones that we are making, and my daughter and I made a few too. So we're gonna go ahead and decorate these up the same way we're gonna do these, but I wanna do these first. So with these ones, I tend to lean more towards gold colors. I'm trying to think if there's another color I wanna use here. Let's use this icy one. Okay, so this is called Blue Ice. Let's do a lighter colored one. Blue Ice, it's been used a little bit, if you can see here. And I'm just gonna use the same brush I've been using. And with Blue Ice, I'm gonna use it on this angel one. And I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and come a little closer to the camera so that you can actually see. I have a little bit on here and I'm just gonna start rubbing it into the paint. I did put a layer of wax on here, so it's not like overpowering. But this is just kind of giving it a little bit of a shimmer. And I like to do this on plastic bulbs because I feel like if I did it on glass bulbs, I might break them, because I'm pretty heavy-handed. So I'm just getting a little bit of shimmer on here. And once it's on, I can kind of rub it in, but you can kind of see the shimmer, okay? You could see the shimmer. No sealer needed, no. You don't need a sealer. These are oil-based and they stay. Even when I use them on my furniture, I do not seal them because they stay. So this one has more of a silver tone to it. I kind of want to do this angel in blue. So let me see if I have a blue wax I can show you guys. Let's try blue denim, old denim. Let's do a little bit of old denim. So this is old denim. It's a pretty blue. Might be too dark of a blue. Let's try it. We could try it. If we don't like it, I don't have to follow through with it. So I'm just gonna go, okay, that's pretty. So I'm gonna just kind of do the same thing I did with the Eternal, and I'm just gonna like go over it right here like this. Hold on, Instagram, I'll show you guys in just a second. But I'm just gonna go over these details, okay? And this is a mold from Prima. This is an angel mold. I don't know the name of it. But it's perfect for Christmas. So I decided to go blue, and I'm starting to think I want to go with a little bit of gold over this. So pretty much they dry pretty quick. And they stay. One of the ways to sometimes it's nice to just buff them out a little bit. That will help. Let me just put this away. So I'm just gonna go wipe it down a little bit. And you can see it's pretty much just staying. Especially this one that I started with, it's not wiping away easy. Right here where I wiped, it wiped away just a little bit easier, but I think that's gonna be better. You can still see there's quite a bit there. Now let me wipe my hand off because otherwise I'm gonna get glue all over it. And I'm thinking, what do you guys think? Do you guys think silver or should we do gold again? I really like gold, so I will choose gold 100% of the time. Hi, Tracy. But silver's also pretty. So the mold, I use the molding material from Redesign with Prima. It's like a clay or like an air dry clay, and it's called molding material. So that's what I use to roll around here. Now for these, most of the time when I'm using it for furniture and stuff, I do use the resin, especially on flat pieces, and then I'll pull the resin out while it's still a little bit soft and bend it around things. But with this being so round, I used the air dry clay. And what I did is I glued it on. I used the molding material. I put it in my form, and then I used Titebond Quick and Thick. And I put it on the bulb, and I put painter's tape on it, and then I just set it aside for like a few days. I think I actually let it dry. I let it dry for at least a few days, probably a week. And then I painted it. And that's how I got it to just go around here. But one of the things I want to make sure when you're using that molding material and you're using it on ornaments is make sure you use that glue while the molding material is still wet. And I do think I have a Facebook Live on that. Because when I first started, what I did was I thought I had to like mold it to the, last year, I thought, okay, I'm going to do some Christmas bulbs. And I got out my molds and I got out my molding material and I made my molds and I set them on. And I taped them on with no glue. And I thought, okay, it's gonna take the form of the bulb and then I'll be able to glue them on. Well, it kind of shriveled upward. So that's when I learned you have to put that glue on while that molding material is still wet. And that will make it adhere. Now it is gonna crackle a bit. And you can kind of see in here, it does crackle, it won't be perfect. So just so you know, maybe right here I can show you too. It is gonna have like, when you're using that molding material, it's not gonna dry solid. It's gonna be more crackled, okay? So just FYI, keep that in mind. And we're gonna go ahead and put gold on this because it's going on my tree and I like gold. So Just a little bit on my finger, a little bit. And I'm just gonna accent it. And then sometimes I even put some up here. Usually this metal's too shiny for the decor wax to adhere to. So usually you need like a chalk paint or a good primer. It looks like it's actually adhering pretty well. But if you want to do this top so it would be gold instead of silver, you could do that. And we have a pretty angel bulb. I still have to go buy my Christmas tree. Ours is in storage. So I'm gonna have to go buy one from, you know, I'm just gonna go buy a little one that I can plant in my yard later. Okay, so let's do this one. This one I wanna do, this one I'm thinking a little bit of this white gold. I don't use this white gold too often. So this is white gold. This is from the Art Alchemy. I don't know. I'm gonna just test a little bit real quick and see if I like it. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna use this white gold and I'm gonna kind of, okay, so if you could see, I did kind of a two-toned already on here. So this is kind of just gonna be a little bit of extra. And I'm gonna use the same brush I've been using. And I almost like it because it kind of gives it like a grungy look here for this bulb. The white gold is very, you know, let me see if I can even like, you rub it. You can't, this is the white gold. The white gold is almost like, it's like a dirty gold. That's the best way I can explain it. I'm gonna see if I can just wipe this on the brush. And it's just not like a shiny gold. It's just, it's gold toned, but it's like a dirty gold. And these Baroque swirls, I hope I'm saying it right. Anyway, they're my favorite for Christmas. They're my favorite for the bulbs. I used them on the box. They're my favorite. I used them on a lot of the, I did candy dishes last year. I have a blog on if you guys want to read how to do those. Those were really cool last year. I should make a post in my stories. Instagram, I'll make a post in my stories today so that you can connect to that blog. And Facebook, I'll post it in the comments. But I have a cool like candy dish makeover. I gave them to everybody last year. They were so cute. They were from the dollar store and they were little candy dishes. And hey, Reagan, can you bring me that candy dish I made you last year? And I used these kind of decor molds on them. What? And you bring me that candy dish I made you last year. It's on your desk. It's that little circle pod. You know what I'm talking about, right? Go grab one of the thing I made you that's on your dresser that isn't your jewelry box. I made them for everyone last year for Christmas. Of course she doesn't. She knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure she does. Okay, so you can see it's kind of a little bit dirty right here. Look, it looks dirty. Yes, that. Thank you. Okay, so this is, I used different molds on here. This was, okay, I won't. But we have all kinds of little girl stuff in here. But if you can see the inside, it's a dollar store container, okay? They're a dollar store container. And then I just used the molds and the decor wax on it to create this pod. And I used, on most of them I used this one. She got this one because I messed up the top. And she, you know, that one looked a little bit more mermaid, so. Anyway, so there's another idea for you guys. I'll post that in my stories today so that you guys can see it for Christmas ideas. So right now I'm just rubbing this back a little bit and that's creating more variation in my look. So I'm just getting more dimension going. And you could see there's two paint colors, and then I used the white gold, but I also, my brush was dirty with the other waxes on it, so it created a really cool effect. And now I think I'm just gonna go over it. I don't know if I'm gonna use, what color? Let's try this one. This one is Vega. Let me see. So this is Vega, okay, and this is a Decor wax from Prima. Is that Shelly? You know what? If you're on Instagram and you go to my page, Leah Noel Design Co., I will link the blog for these pods in my stories today, and it'll have all the names of all the products I'm using with the decor waxes and what I like, the picture of the thing I picked up at the dollar store and all that. So this is Vega, and this is over Baroque Swirls, which is a mold from Prima. Okay, so I'm gonna create a couple layers on this bulb here. No problem. Yeah, I love creating this kind of stuff for Christmas. Okay, so it's looking pretty, but I feel like all the high spots need a silver or a gold. And honestly, I don't know, I think I might go silver on this one. I think I like the idea of having that silver and that gold together. So let's try it. So I'm gonna use Shiny Star. Shiny Star is mine's a little bit old. I've had my Shiny Star for about 2 years. I don't use silver too often. I should probably order a new one because it's a little dry, but I think it'll work. Okay. Or I can mix a little, sometimes when your waxes dry out with these, I mix just a little bit of mineral spirits in it, and that will help too. But, and I'll be honest with you guys, I probably did leave the lid off of this one at one point. I do that sometimes. You know how like when you're working late and you just forget to put the lid on it? All right, so this is creating a layer of silver. I don't know that I'm loving the pop that it's making, so I might actually go over it with gold. And when I'm working with the decor waxes, I just kind of go and play until I like it. And they layer nice, so I've never like messed up so bad where I had to like, you know, ditch the whole project. They just layer really, really nice. So I tend to like more. So that's this so far. It's getting some gold too. I'm thinking it's gonna get some eternal. This is my favorite. This is my favorite thing that we've created today, and I'll tell you why. I really just like with the Baroque Swirls, which is the mold from Prima, I like the balance it creates on the ornament, and I feel like the ornament looks expensive. I just do. I love it. I love it. I gifted one last year, and I only made one because they ran out of these ornaments at the dollar store. So if you have a dollar store and there's a craft that you want to do, buy your stuff now because it sells out. The dollar store sells out of crafting stuff, especially this year. So if you can go get these bulbs, I would say go get them. So I'm gonna go ahead and touch it with the Eternal. Okay, so this is kind of how we're at now. And I'm not gonna, oh gosh, that's perfect. I'm not gonna go overboard. Do this one over here, but you could just see that made it. So that's what we just did. And if you could see here, you know, you could see it's a little cracked, right? It's just molding material. It's not resin, so it does have some cracks in it, which is okay. and it's kind of blending. If I let it dry for a couple minutes, it would probably blend. It would probably go on a little more solid instead of going on and blending in, but I really like this one. This is my favorite one. Yep. This is the one I love. So this one we used, it was painted in, I want to say vintage duck egg and midnight sky from Dixie Belle Paint, and it was like literally leftover paint on the brush. And then we used the white gold from the Art Alchemy, okay? I think these are Art Alchemy or Finnabar. They are Redesign. And then we rubbed that in with our dirty brush that we had used many different colored waxes on. And that, I think that darker color kind of makes that like carnival glass look. And then we went over it with Vega, and then we went over it with Shiny Star, and then we went over it with Eternal. So we just kind of kept going till we liked it, and I like it now. I'll hang this on my tree whenever I get one. Or I might just give that one as a gift. We'll see. We will see. So I just want to kind of go and show you guys these two because these are super duper easy. If you don't want to go through the process of, buying the bulbs and putting the molds on the bulbs, I totally get that too. But you're like, okay, I want to hand make some ornaments. I want to get my kids off the electronics for a little bit. That's been a big one for me. And I just want to kind of, I want to create something. You can just get these molds right here. And this is Victorian Adornments, okay? And this is Silver Bells right here. And these ones create just ornaments that you can hang on your tree. So let me see if I have one. So they look like this. All right, this is one of them. And I'm just gonna show you guys the waxes and how easy they are to use. So we have green. Let's go with a little bit of this rose gold. I'm gonna use rose gold and I'm gonna use gold. So I'm just gonna kind of go over it like this. And you can just see, it has so much texture and prettiness. Okay. And I'm actually gonna rub this in just a little more to get a little more color. And then I'm gonna go over it with the Eternal on just the high spots. Just to create that two-toned look that I really like. And that's it. It's that easy. Isn't that easy? They're super duper easy. So that one was rose gold and Eternal. Let me see if I can get, we also have, let me see. This is another really pretty color here, Amethyst Magic. Let's use some Amethyst Magic on this one. So we're just gonna kind of bring it to life a little bit. And this one I'm just gonna do in one color because I don't think it needs to. But they're super duper pretty. So that is how, that's how I layer waxes. I create the ornaments. I really just love just like layering, layers upon layers of the waxes, just create this kind of cool look. Same thing that we did here with last year with the pods from the dollar store. You guys, the dollar store is a great place to get crafting supplies. So I encourage you to hit up your dollar store if you haven't already, to get yourself some crafting supplies because they go fast there too. But all right, you guys, that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me Thank you for joining me, Facebook. And yeah, I know I could play with these waxes all day too, Brittany. They're so fun. In fact, usually I try to build up like a bunch of things for me to play with the waxes on. And then I pull out the waxes and I play. And the brushes, they wash out just fine. You could use scrubby soap or dish soap, and you can clean out your brushes as well. So, all right, you guys, I will be back next Tuesday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time to bring you more of this fun Christmas stuff. We'll probably be doing Christmas decor again. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry, Facebook. Goodbye. Goodbye, you guys. Thank you for watching.